In Nigeria, the incidence of gender-based violence has continued to grow significantly, especially with the activities of the insurgency in the northeast. From forced and early marriages to sexual exploitation, physical or mental assault, and rape of minors, the issues of gender-based violence continue to persist. According to the National Human Rights Commission, over 100,000 complaints of sexual and gender-based violence against women and children were received last year. The objective of this training is to create awareness among Christian religious leaders and other stakeholders on the right skills needed to eliminate sexual and gender-based violence.
The dignity of everyone should be upheld. And then if we have cultural practices or any religious practice for that matter that does not recognize the equal dignity of everyone, we need to trash such a practice. We need to work hard to make sure that we use the gospel of Christ that elevated the dignity of everyone and died on the cross for us. We need to elevate the dignity of everyone using the gospel of Christ and using the example of the life of Christ himself.
There is a need to pay attention to children because the children are the adults of tomorrow, and they bear the brunt of all these issues at home, in schools, and so on. If we don't pay attention to them, you're going to have the same thing you're trying to eliminate now happen in the future.
The Minister of Women Affairs, Pauline Tallen, who is represented here, is calling on Nigerians to ensure that appropriate actions are taken to curtail the menace.
Christian leaders have a unique role to play by working on theological and faith understandings to shape popular belief and a positive attitudinal change of followers to put a stop against sexual and gender-based violence, which limits the rights of women and girls.
Other gender rights advocates enjoin religious leaders to become ambassadors of change to reduce the attacks and ensure that perpetrators are brought to justice.
A lot of us speak about gender-based violence, yet many don't even recognize the various manifestations of gender-based violence. So this is an opportunity for us to also dismantle some of the cultural and traditional and even so-called wrong religious practices that make issues of gender-based violence and domestic violence especially to thrive.
We can unlearn what we have learned before and relearn in the proper perspective. One reason why people engage in evil practices is because they are not well informed about either the consequences or the dangers involved in it. People do evils and afterwards they say it's the devil. So let's kick out that devil before they go into it.
The training hopes to enlighten more Nigerians through opinion leaders and religious leaders on the consequences of sexual and gender-based violence and how they can be veritable agents of positive change in eliminating the menace.